P1P is right back at it with more Regulation G competitive battles. Here we go. We're using the same team as the last video I played when we hopped on the ladder for the first time ever with this Regidrago Zacian squad. We're taking on Wesley, who's got the Calyrex, clearly a double Trick Room team because Calyrex Ice Rider will have the Trick Room, as will the Porygon 2. But I am feeling very confident in this matchup with Ogerpon coming out to just smash that Incineroar if we can, right off the bat. I'm definitely very familiar with this Porygon 2 situation, Eviolite to boost its defense. That can definitely absorb some damage. We're going to want to get a special attacker out here, especially after Incineroar hits us with that Intimidate ability. Let's speed up the move selection process over here. I like to safe play with Indeedee, follow me just to suss out what they're going to do. And why don't we just slam them with the IV Cudgel just to see? It's probably free damage if they're going to switch them out anyway, so why not let it fly? Indeedee has been a very solid Pokemon to lead off with all the Trick Rooms going around. So not wanting to risk their Calyrex or whoever they got in the back, they do not switch out the Incineroar. So that is going to be painful for this Incineroar. I'm sure it's coming in next, the big bad Calyrex Ice Rider. Maybe I should have anticipated the Porygon Trick Room going in first and had Indeedee on turn 1 set up a Trick Room, but then, I don't know, Calyrex is coming in, they probably have Trick Room, Indeedee has it, Porygon has it, it's just a crazy back and forth Trick Room situation. I have no idea how to handle all that. So maybe I just try to play it safe right now and Spiky Shield with Ogerpon and just try to get the Trick Room off for ourselves to reverse things back to normal. Tailwinds and Trick Rooms and speed reversing, flipping upside down. It's crazy, man. Okay, Porygon 2 goes with the Terra Blast, normal type. I'm not very concerned about that. And then here comes the Glacial Lance, but Indeedee's really bulky. Ogerpon is protected with the Spiky Shield, and I think we're going to eat this one up easily. Look at that. Bang. Indeedee, the goated absolute unit. Okay, so we have the speed back on our side. Now it's time to start chipping away at this Calyrex. The attack stat is lowered because of Incineroar's Intimidate, so this IV Cudgel is probably not going to do very much damage at all. Maybe a questionable play here, but I'm just going to rip the Terra for that little extra damage because my other Terra types in the back are not a good matchup for this Calyrex. We got Regidrago Dragon and Zacian as a ground type. Both would be absolutely bodied by the Glacial Lance. So we might as well pop a Terra now. And the Ogerpon Terra is a pretty cool animation, so we like to see that anyway. For the water form of Ogerpon, the Embody Aspect ability will raise the special defense. That'll help us out with the Glacial Lance. Alright, Indeedee, hype us up. Give us that little boost. And here comes another mistake. We probably should have just slammed this right into the Porygon because Calyrex goes for Protect. I got a little excited, okay? What do you want? But that's okay, we're staying aggressive. Don't let this friggin' Calyrex come up for air. Stay in your own little bubble there on your side of the field. Alright, of course they're going to use Porygon to set up Trick Room again so they can get the speed control. How are we going to play this? I think I'm going to go Indeedee with the Follow Me. It's not going to help with the Glacial Lance, but it may save the Ogerpon if Porygon 2 tries to double into it. They're going to attack on this turn, so we're just going to go for the IV Cudgel and try to chip away, set the stage for our 2 legendary Pokemon in the back. Okay, so the super slow, now super fast Porygon 2 goes for Terra Blast, takes out our Indeedee. Makes me super sad. You did your best. You did a great job, Indeedee. Thank you. And now with our special defense boost, we're going to easily take this Glacial Lance. In the last video, I talked about trying to accumulate some of these legendaries, or doubles of some that I have by replaying through Pokemon Shield. That's how we ended up with the Regidrago, and why not get another Calyrex also? But fun fact, you can only have one Calyrex combined in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Once you use the Reigns of Unity item, it is only valid for one combination of Calyrex and its noble steed. Speaking of noble, here comes the goodest boy, Zacian. Okay, now things are heating up. Battle Dog is on the field. I feel like at this point they're going to be desperate to do some damage to us. They have the ability to protect, but Porygon is not that big of an offensive threat. So let him protect, we'll eat up some Trick Room turns, and then we go from there. And you know we got that Regidrago in the back. Alright, so this will do negligible damage. Attaboy, Battle Dog. And so they opt for the offense. Another Glacial Lance. And Ogerpon takes it. Look at that. What an absolute champ. Alright, so this is definitely lights out for the Calyrex here. We're going to IV Cudgel, chip away, and then it's easy cleanup for Zacian. Behemoth Blade. Good night, Calyrex. Alright, so they never ended up using their Terra, so that's something we got to watch out for whatever is coming next. They've got the Blood Moon Ursaluna probably in the back. I imagine they're going to want to keep the Trick Room going for as long as they possibly can. But at this point, we have 3 absolute studs still available. Ogerpon, Zacian, and Reggie. So a couple of things could be Flame Orb Facade, could be Hyper Voice for that huge spread damage. I think it's wise to double protect here and just let that Trick Room tick away, turn by turn. So far so good, but the journey to Master Ball tier is very treacherous and difficult. Okay, so here comes their Terra. Let's see, what do we got? Normal type. Here comes the Hyper Voice spam. Nothing against spamming. I got that Regidrago spamming that Dragon Energy in the back, so I understand that strategy. Alright, speeding things along here a little bit. I try to cut as much of the downtime away as I possibly can. And let's see what the Ursaluna tries to do. What are your thoughts out there about Regulation G? I feel like it's a weird one to jump into for the first time ever. You've got the whole dynamic with the restricted Pokemon. A lot of people thinking it's very matchup dependent. Like the rock, paper, scissors of my restricted beats yours. But that's why you got the Terra mechanic in the game. You can switch it up. I wish I had jumped in sooner in Regulation H. I was really just getting the feet wet with casual battles, seeing what the deal is. Getting into the rhythm of casual battles. That's why I'm so prepared for this Porygon Trick Room team, because I was a user of it myself. Speaking of that team, I was trying to evolve my shiny Porygon to Porygon 2. My buddy wasn't available to trade, but fun fact, you can take, if you have Pokemon Legends Arceus, you can move your Pokemon to home into Arceus, and then they have the items there to evolve your Magmar, Rhydon, Electabuzz, Porygon, and you don't have to trade them, you can just use the item on the Pokemon. Now, of course, you need the Pokemon Home, the game Arceus, and also, I believe, the Nintendo Online subscription. So it's a workaround, but there's a couple of things that you need there. But anyway, I digress. Just in time for the big guy, Regidrago. I imagine the Ursaluna is going to play it safe, try to protect itself. They want to get back into Trick Room. So this is a perfect time to go ahead and target that Porygon 2. Wipe it out. It's been doing its best with those Terra Blasts, but it's not going to be enough. Thanks to everyone who's made it this far into the video. Throw a sub if you can, you know, everyone helps. Trying to build a community, it's what it's all about. Zacian's got the speed advantage, so Porygon 2 is not going to be able to get that Trick Room off. And then my favorite part of the battle, we rip off the Dragon Energy. Ursaluna is safe for now. And so here's the end game. We got Ursaluna dead to rights down to its last licks. Alright, feeling pretty good about a 3-0 start in the competitive scene. But like I've been saying, it's only going to get harder from here on out. I'm loving this squad so far. Very balanced team, can handle a lot of the meta threats out there. And this is GG's to Wesley. Thanks for the battle, pal. We move up in the lower ranks ever so slightly. Alright, on to battle number 4. This is an interesting team over here. Another Trick Room, so why change what we're doing? We're going to start with Indeedee. It was a very good matchup into it last time. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Clodsire there has the water absorb ability, but Ogerpon would be able to use the Horn Leech instead, so that's fine. Not too worried about this team, but we'll just go with what we did last time and see how it goes. And for a little background on my trainer card photo there, check out our all Satitans video. Let's see what an army of Satitans can do in battle. The answer's not very much, but it's worth a watch. Alright, we've got Honey over here. Sends out the Azumarill and Gliscor. Not really familiar what the Azumarill is gonna be trying to do here. Maybe a belly drum set or something like that. I don't know. Maybe has moves like Play Rough. Probably a Follow Me would have been better here, but I'm just going to go Helping Hand to Ogerpon, and we're just going to obliterate this Azumarill. It will probably be a one-hit KO anyway, but I think Azumarill has a little bit of bulkiness in its stats. I'm not entirely sure. So we go for Horn Leech, and we steal HP that we can't even steal because we're at max. It is just such a broken move. But hey, then again, Regulation G is a broken format. You know, interpret that how you will. Gliscor knocks off our Rocky Helmet, but it does its job. It takes a little bit of damage there. Kind of surprised, 2 games in a row, no Urshifu. Really just waiting for that Urshifu to go Surging Strikes into Indeedee and just absolutely eat that Rocky Helmet. We fast forward a few seconds and Meowscarada is on the field. Feeling pretty aggressive with the attacks right now, so we're just going to go Follow Me with Indeedee, and then Ogerpon is going to go Ivy Cudgel straight into Gliscor and just try to take it out. Whatever it was trying to do with the Poison Orb is not going to work. See ya. Alright, so the Meowscarada signature move is the Flower Trick, which is always a guaranteed critical hit, whereas Ogerpon's Ivy Cudgel just increases the chance of a critical hit to 1 in 8 instead of 1 in 24. Let's see what Indeedee does here. It eats it up because Indeedee is the GOAT. Psychic Terrain is so helpful, helps us to avoid those priority moves, like Extreme Speed Dragonite, Rayquaza, etc., and it also prevents any Encores coming from Whimsicots and the like. Feels like we're playing with house money at this point, so we might as well just slam the Ivy Cudgel into this Armor Rouge. Probably the best move for an Indeedee that's just in trouble right now. Protect on the Meowscarada is pretty interesting because Armarouge is the one in the line of fire. But anyway, so we're able to get off the Ivy Cudgel and just knock it out of existence. A little curious though as to what the movesets for some of these Pokemons were, the Azumarill, the Armarouge. Alright, so this is a pretty stupid play here. I went for Spiky Shield. Both our moves are ineffective against the Meowscarada, but we should have just went for some guaranteed damage. They U-turn our Indeedee, but it's okay. We have 2 more Pokemon waiting in the back, and I don't think that this Meowscarada is going to be able to take down Ogerpon, Regidrago, and Zacian. So, once again, we're going to fast forward a little bit, get Zacian out there on the field, and then we've got the Sacred Sword that should just take this Meowscarada out easily. Except he's got the Focus Sash, so it's going to take one more attack to take this out. So I cut out a few turns here, but Meowscarada went for a couple of protects. We're going to fast forward right to the Sacred Sword that takes it out, and we secure our 4th victory in a row. This has been a lot of fun. Thanks everybody for tuning in, especially to all 5 of you that actually watched the whole video. Maybe 5 is generous, I don't know. If you're still here, let me know in the comments. Thanks so much everyone for being part of the P1P community. Looking forward to making more videos. Pokemon has a bright future ahead. Thanks to everyone for hanging out. All is take it easy and have a great rest of your day. See ya.